proper golfing podcast, Tea Talk, with me, Joe Cameron, and Julian Mellor.
Hey Joe.
How are you?
I'm really good. Really good again, as always.
Yeah. So what you been? Can you tell us later, or you want to tell us now? Why are you so chipper today? Considering it's been 5 degrees outside. What is it?
Really cold outside, but today I've entered a competition. First time in 15 years. So I'll talk more about that later.
How are you feeling about yourself?
Nerve-sighted.
That's a really good word, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nerve-sighted. We've stolen that from our daughter, actually. Nerve-sighted. It's a mixture between nervous and excited, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm liking that. We'll stick with that.
I'm going to stick with that.
More about that later. Anyway, coming up on the show, as usual, we've got a roundup of the golf news, and it's big news this week.
Some big news.
Two
bits of big news.
Two bits of big news. Yeah.
Hopefully.
And it's not about you. It won't be in the
It's
competition.
definitely not about me.
You never know.
I don't really figure high in the golfing world, to be honest, Joe.
You never know. Anyway, so roundup of the golf news this week with big news, and then we've got Mellor's Magic Moments, Joe's Little Gems on the mindset side of golf, and word of the week. And coming up towards the end of the show, stick with it, for the guess the hole in one.
In one.
It's like guess the hole in one.
In one
at the
go.
end of the show, because
I'm not
Don't
doing
be
very
looking
well.
at the screen. Although it's not on there. It's not on there. There's a whole mixture of holes on there. Yeah, well, I don't think it's you that's not doing it well. I think it's me. I think it's the two of us together. Anyway, so let's just stay with it and see what happens. And then the word of the week is, wait for it, ace.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's an easy word to get in.
Well,
Not many people know what that is.
I don't know whether they do or whether
Ace
on the
golfer?
radio. It was on the radio this morning,
Be an
right?
ace golfer.
You're doing it again. I don't know. You just wind me up every week with this. Anyway, right. So the word of the week is ace. I heard it on the radio this morning. There was this little trivia quiz, and somebody said, "Do they know what ace is?" And they said, "Well, it is." So just remind everybody what an ace is.
Very simple. It's a hole in one.
Oh, well, my aces don't count, by the way.
Okay.
When I say ace, that doesn't count. Some of
Okay.
yours
I've
don't
had
count.
3 of them, by the way.
Please.
One was an awesome one, and I will tell you guys about it one day, because it was nicknamed a Heineken, which I'll go into at some point. If you know what Heineken is, they make the best things in the world. I had a Heineken hole in one, and I'll tell you all about it another day.
Yeah, but I don't want to hear about the Heineken Hotel.
No, I won't mention that.
No, not about the Heineken
That's
Hotel.
a good hotel.
Where they launched the brand new BMW and all those girls.
Yeah,
No,
there's a few
we're not-
supermodels came in.
I told you we weren't talking about that
Okay,
one.
we
We
won't
don't
go
talk
down
about
that one.
Anyway, so the word of the week is ace. It is a hole in one.
Yeah.
And have I run out already? Well, I've put you some special treats. So you got your normal Rockies.
Oh, right,
Which
cool.
you like.
Yeah, I do like a Rocky.
Hi, Rocky. How you doing? And then we've got these very British,
Ooh,
very
marsh-
proper British cakes.
Marshmallow things.
Do you know what they've got inside? What have they got on the biscuit?
Marshmallow.
Oh.
Ginger.
No. And they've got the biscuit, and then what have they got on top of the biscuit?
Marshmallow.
No, in between the gap.
Oh, don't know.
Jam.
Oh, now I've got a great story about jam. I made you chuckle about that earlier, didn't I?
Jam.
That's an ace story,
I know.
that is. That's an
So
ace story.
more about that in a minute as well.
Yeah.
You're just making me lose my place now, right? Okay. So let's talk about the big news around the world, and that's not jam either.
No.
That's nothing to do with you.
There's more important stuff
So
than
the big news around the world, the big news.
new world number 1.
Yes.
Scotty Scheffler, who has got a unique foot action when he's hitting the golf ball.
What is it?
Feet do a little bit of a shuffle. They should call him Shuffler Scotty Scheffler. Now that would be
Say that quick.
No, I'm not saying that quick. But he's got a kind of his back foot goes back a little bit, his left foot goes out a little bit, and it looks like he moves a bit further away from the golf ball than when he started. But he's new world number 1. What a golfer!
Is it
Playing
anything to do with his
fabulous
feet
golf.
then?
Could be. It could be the new trend where everybody's now going to jump on the bandwagon and say you've got to move your feet.
was his first
The
name?
Scotty. Shuffler.
The Scotty shuffle.
The Scottish Shuffle, yeah. Yeah, why not? So
Can you demonstrate?
not really, not easy.
Why
that
not?
that would be tricky. Footwear. We'll come on to that another day. I haven't got my golf shoes on, if that's what you're thinking, Joe. No. So that's fine.
Go on,
And
mate.
the other potential bit of great news.
Yeah.
Tiger might be playing in the Masters.
No, is it potential or is it confirmed?
It's not 100%
How
confirmed,
much
but
is it?
he's been for a practice round.
Whoa.
So he flew in his nice black and white or black and silver jet, which looks stunning, by the way. Flew in, had a game, walked around. Apparently he's been walking golf courses, so he's obviously getting golf fit as well as physically fit. And I think he's going to play. Rory's been there as well today.
Okay.
But
so what's the percentage, you reckon?
I'm going to go right now 80%.
80%.
Going up. Every day we don't hear that he's not playing, he's going up for me. Rather than him. So I think, I just think he's great for golf. You know, he draws the crowds. It's going to be great for Augusta. It's a great comeback story. Let's hope so. Yeah, really do hope so.
Wow, that's going to make it magical then.
Come on, Tiger.
Yeah, come on, we're rooting for you. So if you think about Tiger Woods as a golfer, would you be able to give us like your three? I mean, I know it's going to be difficult, right? Because there's like hundreds. The three most brilliant shots that stand out in your mind. Where would they be?
So number one, the chip in on the 16th at Augusta.
Right.
Hit it over the back of the green. Terrible lie. Downhill shot. You had to go over a little ridge onto the edge of a green. You had to stop it and then get it to run down the slope.
Oh, yeah.
And it rolled down, stopped on the very edge of the hole with his Nike logo, and then it was going. And then it just rolled in. I think that is going to be one of the most memorable shots ever, which was stunning.
What year was that? Do you know?
I don't know the year. No, but it's when he won. But just amazing golf shot from where he was. And he was really visualising where he wanted to go. So that was an absolute standout best shot I think I've ever seen. Under pressure. Awesome. I think the second one for me would be he was playing from a bunker and he was behind a tree and he had to spin it left to right around this tree. And when it landed on the green, it spun diagonally across towards the flag. The most incredible bunker shot you've ever seen. Had a really weird follow through when he did it. So he's just trying to put as much spin on the ball as he could. Landed on. Great golf shot. Fabulous. And then I think the other one for me, which we spoke about before, was the putt on the 17th at Sawgrass. When he held it, a weird breaking putt, he held that one, just amazing. So it's not all about long driving. A lot of people talk about how far these guys hit it, but I think the magic comes around the short game stuff.
Well, you haven't mentioned one then, have you? No, long...
No, I mean, he's hit a lot of long golf shots, don't get me wrong. Yeah. He did things with a golf ball initially that we only ever dreamt of, and then people started to catch him up. So distance wasn't his standout feature in the end. It wasn't initially, but not at the end, because they were all doing it, but he just has that vision. He's got that imagination. Fabulous.
So what do you say to the people that say, oh, that's just luck? What do you say about that?
So all those thousands and thousands of hours practicing, having fun around the green, playing with his dad, playing against his friends, playing against his peers. It ain't luck when you do that shot time and time again under pressure when it really matters. There's no luck involved in that. You need a fraction of it for it to drop in, but you've done everything right for it to go in. So yeah, no luck in my world. It's just real talent.
Right. What else are you looking forward to then? For the Masters, what else?
We don't know who's going to win. We don't know who's going to win. There's no standout golfer that's going to go. You know, they're definitely going to win it. The new world number one might stand a good chance. I would love to see an English person win it. Again, maybe Rory. Is he up there? He always generates a bit of excitement. But, I think everybody playing in the Masters has deserved their spot. And good luck to all of them playing in it, because it wouldn't be amazing if, like, an underdog won it. So, yeah, fair. But the Masters is the Masters, isn't it? It's always got that.
We're only days away, really, now, aren't we?
Yeah, just over a week now, yeah.
So all events are cancelled in our house. Do you know, it isn't. I know I say this every time. It is in the diary, isn't it? It's
in my diary. It's next weekend. So don't book me out next Sunday evening.
Do you know what's it? Yeah. Yes.
Well, you can go. You'll be fine. I'm not going.
I've been known to do that in the past, haven't I?
You have.
Yeah. And we do have to politely say to some people. So your first competition next week then? Next Wednesday?
Next Wednesday. So I haven't played in tournament golf, proper tournament golf, individual golf for 15 years now. So I was head pro at a golf club in Leamington, and kind of stopped playing then because you didn't have the time to commit to it. And I wanted to know what it was going to be like. I'm a senior golfer now, and I wanted to know what it was going to be like playing in tournament golf again.
Right as well.
Cute. There's going to be some great learning from it. I've already learned some bits. So what I'm doing is making a bit of a diary about what's happening about it. So I'm going to release it once I've actually played. Just some things that are happening, some of the things that I'm doing, dare we say, preparation for it.
So you started prepping already then?
I started prepping as soon as I pressed the button.
Yeah.
So I pressed the button, got a little bit nervous, thought I've never actually played this golf course, which is going to be interesting. It's a place called Lilleshall, which is where I started my PGA training. So I passed my PGA exams there, but I've never actually got to go and play the golf course. So the first thing I did once I pressed pay and enter, I went straight onto Google Earth.
That is amazing at Google Earth now that you can
Straight
actually have a look at it.
And have a real good analytics of the golf course. You can, there's a great tool on Google Earth where you can measure yardages. So I haven't actually measured the yardages yet, but I will be doing.
In an ideal world, you want to go and play it, wouldn't you, really?
Yeah, I just won't have time.
Yes.
I just won't have time to go and have a practice
round. Well, because you didn't know that this was going to be your first, we didn't know that this was going to be next week, so, you know, in hindsight, you might have said to yourself, "Okay, I want to go and play the course first," but you know,
I've said that I was going to enter, and then I was a little bit in doubt because there's a lot of things happening coaching wise. But you know what? I've done it, so I'm in now. I'm committed now.
I'm 100% behind you as well. We're totally 100% behind you on this.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it. I seem to be swinging the golf club okay.
You've been in the sim today.
I've been in the sim practicing. I've got all my yardages on my golf clubs. I hate the word dialing in. Been dialing in my golf clubs. I haven't been dialing in my golf clubs. I've been finding out how far they go.
What does that actually mean?
It's like a groovy way of saying how far do I hit my golf clubs. But for me, it's a bit too groovy. I've just found out how far they go, and there's a nice gap in between each one, and I've got that written down. It's on my phone. So what I'm then going to do is put a little bit of tape on the back of on the shaft. I'm going to write a number on it, and that's just going to tell me how far those golf clubs go. So that's perfectly legal. So I'm going to be doing that one. I'm
excited to hear this little story. I'm excited to hear the diary as well.
Lots of stuff's happening. Yeah, it's going to be nice. I'm keeping it to myself.
I'm excited about it.
I'm making some bits in the car. So I'm just chattering away in the car. Some of the things I'm doing. Very, very.
I mean, these are the balls. Yes. So I said jam earlier. Jam. There is a reason. Why we're both chuckling about the jam. You know, we've got jam in the cakes. My daughter really doesn't like jam either.
No, but
anybody that brings a cake with jam in doesn't get eaten by our daughter, does it?
So why jam? Why do I put jam on my golf balls? Why do I put jam on my balls? Why?
Nobody really wants jam on their balls, do they?
Why?
But I know now.
On,
so why is it? Because, mostly because you don't like the number 4 on 4 ball. So
no, that's just a dot. I've got 2 markers. So jam's my initials.
Right,
which Joe's clearly forgot.
No, I knew that anyway, but yeah.
Julian Andrew Mellor, for those people who want to know.
What's your name again?
So I've got a bit of a phobia about number 4s on my golf ball.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I do is generally each packet of golf balls you get, there's got to be 1s, 2s, 3s and 4s. I don't like 4s and I don't want to throw them in the bin. I want to use them because they're a brand new golf ball. So what I do on my golf ball now is I actually blank out the number. So I've blanked out the number on both sides.
On all balls?
On all my golf balls.
Exactly, yeah.
And then on the side, I put my initials, Jam. So it's always good to have a bit of jam on your side when you're playing golf. It
could be a lucky thing.
There you go. So you can
look at that.
You can have a look at one of these, but you can't have it because I'm saving them. So I literally.
You might not be able to see, but we'll put that on Facebook.
I literally put jam on my golf balls. We all need a bit of luck, and I'm going to have a bit. So I found that it works for me, and I'm playing a new ball actually. I normally play Titleist.
But somebody's given you these today, which is
so.
Kind.
The venue that I coach at, Warwickshire Golf Sim, awesome place. Great guys who own and run it. They are really good guys, aren't they? I mentioned to them I just need a dozen golf balls, and they very, very kindly supplied me with a dozen tailor-mades. I could have had a choice of a few, but I've chosen the tailor-mades. These are TP5Xs, and they've also very kindly donated me a glove. I don't often wear gloves, if I'm honest, but they've donated me a beautiful new glove, and I want you to say the name.
I've heard of these because they make shoes as well.
They do indeed.
They do make shoes.
Yeah, Duca.
Yes.
Duca del Cosma. It's an Italian golf company, Italian leather. And I've worn this, and I have to say, it feels extremely nice. So I don't normally wear a glove because I don't feel that I need to, but if it gets a little bit warm or if my hands start getting a little bit sticky, then I'm going to put my nice new glove on. So thank you, Warwickshire Golf Sim, for supply me with a beautiful glove and some golf balls.
And
yeah,
they are,
really,
like
really
you say, they're really, really decent guys, aren't they? With a really
beautiful.
good facility
they're
as well.
great
So
human beings.
we're going to give a big shout out to them today.
Yeah, the facility's amazing. It's got 3 sims in there. There's capacity to go to more. You know, they're stocking loads of golf equipment. I'm not trying to plug.
No, we don't get
They're just really, really good guys.
Nice people,
so just try that on. It's a really nice golf.
Only Italians could do like proper leather.
Yeah.
And I think the guy that runs this is like an independent guy as well, I think.
Right, okay.
Yeah, just shoes as well.
Sure. They're nice, aren't they? So what I will do very quickly for those people who are able to watch this rather than listen to it, if you could just take that off, I'm going to show you how to put a golf glove on, which sounds really simple.
You get everything when you come here, don't you? You get everything.
So you pop it on. Okay, so you want it fairly tight. So I've got a medium hand for those who want to supply more gloves. I need a plug. Clench your fist and then wrap it over, and then it's going to fit correctly. So what most people do is they put it on this way with the hands open, and it's not always tight enough. So you want it nice and tight, pop it over, and then hold it, and then it's now a perfect fitting golf glove with no marks on.
Do you know what? It's fascinating, isn't it? Honest to goodness me.
Who knew
you just thought, who knew that you could put jam on your balls?
Yeah.
And
put a golf club on properly.
Absolutely 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
So you've got that as well. Oh, thank you very much to the Duca del Cosmo for your golf club.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to, I'm genuinely looking forward to hearing about this preparation that you're going to do.
Yeah, I've got quite a few notes.
So just to summarise what you're doing in terms of your prep at the moment, so you put jam on your balls, you've got rid of number 4, you've got your nice golf club, you record, you're putting stuff into your recorder.
So I've recorded the yardages on all my clubs, and I've written down all the things that I'm doing on entering a competition after 15 years of not entering competitions.
As a senior golfer.
As a senior golfer. And when I last entered, there wasn't this modern technology around like there is now. So it's really easy now to pay. So you used to have to fill in a form, write your checks, send your postage checks off. Now it's all done automatically. And the first tournament is £60. So, and it's a qualifier. So it's a qualifier for 6 tournaments. There's 30 places. So I'm hoping there's 29 people playing, so I can pretty much get a place guaranteed. But there's 30 opportunities for me to get into these 6 tournaments. So there's 2 qualifiers. This is the first one. I'm going to give it a good go.
I'm excited.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm really excited. And I did volunteer to come with you. You said no.
I did, yeah. I did say
Which is
no.
perfectly fine. No,
the first
go.
One,
This is no go. Absolutely right. 100%. Go and do that. Yeah, I'm excited.
Thank you.
Week next Wednesday or something.
Yeah.
So we'll update you how it goes.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, no, it's going to be really interesting to see how you get on as well, isn't it?
I think there'll be a few people interested. A few people have a snigger when if I shoot a bad score, but my intention is not to shoot a bad score.
Yes, I know. Well, let's just see how it goes. It's your first one in 15 years, isn't it? So let's just see how it goes. It's interesting. Okay, so before we move on to the Mellor Magic Moments and the Joe's Little Gems, I just want to talk about pillows. Pillows. So if you're struggling with the English accent or something, pillows is what you sleep on, right? So I'm going to put this on the Facebook group because last week we were in Fuerteventura running the golf coaching week, which was fantastically amazing and boiling hot, and then we get back and it's freezing cold. Julian likes his pillows, cushions, you name it.
I actually like comfort. Is what I really like.
Yeah, but mostly accommodated by cushions and pillows and all that sort of stuff, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
So even sitting on the sofa, he has to have his arms propped up, his legs propped up and all that sort of thing. I don't know, it's just his thing, right? So we did 5 nights in Fuerteventura with pillows that were a bit variable, weren't they? And then somebody said...
They were rubbish for me.
Well, for you, nobody else bothers, do they, about pillows?
No.
The odd 1 or 2 persons.
I need 3 and I only got 2, so
yeah,
that was bad.
So somebody told us they got a pillow menu. Now, I knew what that was. That means that you've got a variety of different pillows that you can choose from in your room, but it's taken us 5 nights for somebody to say. So what I will do is I'll put this picture on our Facebook page of Julian with all his cushions.
Oh
now, that is the bed. You might not be able to see that because it might not be in focus, but where are you?
Oh my God.
You're not even under that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pillows.
No, you haven't counted them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
And I think there's another one under your head. 9.
I was comfy.
So I said to somebody that we got this pillow menu, and they weren't really big into pillows, so they really didn't know what pillow menu was they?
Yeah.
Because they were like, well, what's that? So I said, it's a choice of pillows. So the reason why we ended up with so many
Yeah.
is that we couldn't decide. So here's the list of the pillow. If you ever decide to go to Alba Palace Hotel in Fuerteventura, we highly recommend it. It's a 5-star hotel. It's really good because the driving range is just there, isn't it? Put-in and chicken areas is brilliant. Everything is perfect. The setup is really good, so we highly recommend it. And here's the pillows. So you get down feathers pillows, which are firmness is medium to high. You've got a latex pillow. You've got a cervical spine pillow, a visco top, and a new Ariel, which I can't even.
So we had one of each.
So we had one of each. Yeah.
I can't say one stood out from the other, but I did enjoy
They were massively different because some were really hard and chunky, some were like not so hard and chunky, and they were all different shapes and sizes.
Yeah, it was just really nice to have them.
So our recommendation is when you check into a hotel, because the other thing that we didn't realise was there was a blackout curtain behind the curtain. So stupidly we went 5 nights with like being hardly asleep, did we? Our best advice, and you're much cleverer at it than we are, obviously, because we haven't travelled for a while, have we? You know what I'm saying? When you go to the hotel, check what's available first.
Yeah. No, we just had a great time, didn't we?
Well,
Fabulous time with
before we leave Fuerteventura, I want to ask you about that terrible thing that you did to me.
That was very funny. That was very funny. So I'll just very quickly explain what happened. So Joe and I have a little bit of fun with each other, and Joe went off to go and get her dessert, and there was 9 of us around the table, and there was a door next to the table, which I thought was a cupboard. So I said to the whole table, let's go and hide in the cupboard.
While I'm getting my dessert.
Because I think that'll be quite funny when she comes back to an empty table. Anyway, I opened the door, and it was a beautiful room with all sofas and everything. So we actually hid
9 of you
in this other room. But one of us was looking through the little gap to see Joe coming back to an empty table, of which she'd gone, where are they? Where are they? And then she started talking to herself. Oh well, if they're not here, I'll sit down and have all these puddings. In which time we couldn't stop ourselves laughing. We came out this door. And she went, oh, what are you doing? So we all had an awful lot. We had a lot of fun at Joe's expense.
Yeah, but I was
Spine at us through the door. So.
I was sort of wondering how long you were in that cupboard because, right, I'd gone off to get my dessert, but I thought while I'm getting my dessert, I'll just nip to the ladies, and normally I'm quite brisk there, but I thought, no, I'll just like redo my hair, retouch my lippy, take my time. And then when I got back to the desserts, which is like a buffet, so you can help yourself, so I'll just have a little taster. I do have, if there's 3 desserts, I don't eat them all, I'm just like doing a little taster, but I needed to get something else. So there was a big long wait for like a knife or something, wasn't it? So I was like, waiting there. So you must have been in what you thought was a cupboard for ages, waiting for me to come back.
Yeah, it was a nice cupboard though.
And then when I got back, there was obviously, I thought, where the heck have 9 people gone? Where have they all gone?
There was 9 of us chuckling behind a false wall.
So then I thought, well, hang on a minute. I've got these 3 puddings. I'm just going to eat them all. I don't care what anybody thinks because I'm just going to eat all the puddings.
And you had
talking to myself.
You had the bottle say it out loud. So that was really cool. But fair play to you. You took it very well. But
so you want to watch it, right? If you ever come on a golf week with us, you want to watch it because we might catch you out.
We might catch you out.
What are you like?
Brilliant.
Anyway, yeah. Just don't do that again, right? You have to be careful because some people might like replay it back on you.
Yeah, I can't promise something like that won't happen again because it probably will. But it was good.
It was far too much fun. But everybody had a really great time, didn't they? We had 8 golfers there, and I think the venue, a big testimony to the venue. Again, we get no kickback. They were fabulous. They looked after us really well, didn't they? The pillow menus, the blackout curtains that we didn't know we got until 5 days.
The pro shop, unbelievably helpful.
Yeah, they were fabulous.
We wanted to change a couple of times and coach different times. Yeah. They couldn't have been more accommodating. Yeah, the manager, unbelievable. Yeah. And then the thing they did at the very end, that was just out of this world. So yeah. Thank you very much. We really, really did appreciate it.
Yeah, because we had the end of, we had the end of drinks and stuff.
They supplied that for us.
Yeah, they were really good.
Awesome.
Yeah, they were really good. So it's highly recommended to have a look in the Canaries. It's sunshine all year round, isn't it? That's why
15 days of rain a year. So
it's
not a lot of rain.
It's just not fair.
Chances are you're not going to get rained on.
It's just not fair. So anyway, thanks for that. So let's have a think about your Mellor's magic moment this week then.
Well, My Mellor's magic moment is I have to give credit to Eric Bassett.
Oh, yes, okay. Eric Bassett, who was on our YouTube channel, was in Fuerteventura, had a great with his wife as well, and his wife is like now massively committed to. But she has been on. They have been on various golf.
They want to go on another one, and she wasn't sure whether she was into golf. No, but they have been on other golf.
You know, as a testimony to us. No, she's been on them as well. Other ones.
Oh yes, with Brian. Yeah.
No, with other people. I'm sorry.
Oh yes,
but with
I see
other
what you
people.
mean. Yeah. Different ones,
and they enjoyed this one because of the mix of the golf, the socialising, and the fun, and the tuition and the playing.
Yeah.
So I'm really, really, really so pleased for Eric's wife because this is like. She's really enjoyed it and she really wants to carry on, which has never really happened before. So
and she'll be very good at it as well. So,
happy with that, yeah.
Yeah, really good.
So, Eric, tell us about Eric.
So, Eric does something very different to 99% of golfers. He puts side saddle. So, I knew that he putted side saddle because he's a member of Proper Golfing, and I wanted to make a video on it, but I'd never actually seen a side saddle putter. They're different, and I'd never ever seen the technique used properly. So I got Eric, I threw him massively in at the deep end. I says, Eric, would you mind helping me? Let's shoot a video on this so we can share it with people to let them have a go with it, because a lot of people struggle with their putting. Eric was one of them. I've struggled massively with my putting. Eric was 39 to 40 putts around. He's now down to 32 to 33. As he said, it's not a magic bullet, but oh my God, does this technique work? So I've made a video on it. It's just type in, I think it's side saddle putting, Julian Mellor side saddle putting, and have a look at it. It's fascinating. What I love about it most is the way that his putter moves. It swings so well in line. The putter itself can only go at 80 degrees. It can't go at right angles, but you can hold it at 90 degrees, which is cool. It's longer than normal. I think his is 42 inches. It could be a little bit longer.
Because he's tall as well, isn't he?
He's tall, but because you hold it in a different way. All the details are on the video. But I was just blown away by how good his putting stroke looked. I was looking at the way the head was moving. I wasn't really bothered how he looked. I was more interested, what's that putt head doing? And it moves so efficiently through impact. And he often starts the ball on line. He may misread it, it may hit him a little bit hard or a little bit soft, but that golf ball starts where he's aiming. I was really, really, really impressed with it. So hats off to you, Eric, for showing me how side saddle works. Apparently there's forums out there that he's a member of who are also very excited that he put it over very well. So congratulations to them.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first time I'd ever seen that, and I think, it's like, whoa.
I've been playing golf a long time. I knew that Sam Snead did it. There's going to be loads of other people that come out of the woodwork.
Because you say somebody else had tried it as well, didn't you? Who else tried it?
So Bryson DeChambre, he tried it for a little bit. Then he went to the kind of locked on position. But it's a similar type of thing. It's trying to keep the putter as upright as possible. But he just strokes it really, really well. It's got no loft on the putter. Normally putters have 4 degrees on. 0 loft. What he did was try cheap versions to see if he liked it first. When he decided he liked it, he then got a really, really good putter. So I would say if you do struggle with putting and you don't mind about looking different to other golfers out there, check out side saddle putting. It's really, really good.
Yeah, and like I say, there's a video on your YouTube channel about that,
yeah.
So thank you, Eric, for that. I mean, they came all the way from America, didn't they, to the Canary Islands?
They had a bit of a journey. They had to drop off in different places, but hats off to them.
What a great week.
Awesome.
What a great week. We had a lovely time, didn't we? And then we're back down to earth with 5 degrees here.
Yeah, it's
5 degrees Celsius.
Next
it was
week
like 20. I was complaining it was too hot over there.
Yeah, not now.
Yeah. So, my little gem of the week, it might have cropped up last week, is about the questions that we ask ourselves. Okay, so if you're not getting results, you've got to be mindful about the questions that are going on in your brain. It's a weird way of looking at things. But when you start to think about what answer do I want and then ask the question that gives you the answer, it like really messes with your brain a bit, but it really works. So like we said before, if you hit a shot that's not that great, if you ask, why did I go in the water? It doesn't give you a very empowering response, does it?
No.
Like if you say, what can I do differently or what went well, it sounds a bit deep, but it actually really works. It's so powerful. Yeah, smart. Yeah. Intelligent. You're absolutely right. Intelligent.
That's an ace idea. I love it.
Yeah. Absolutely love it. So be mindful of be mindful of the answers that you're getting. If you're not getting the answer you want, you've got to change the question.
Ask better questions.
Ask better questions. Change the question.
Really
And get rid of the word why. Anything that reflects on yourself, like why.
Yeah.
Why? So we hate that word. It's really negative, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So before we close, the golf. Guess the golf.
Yes, guess the hole.
In one.
In one, yeah. So
okay.
I got it wrong, did I? Again.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I don't think it's you. I think it's a combination of the two of us, yeah? Because I find it really difficult to find golf holes, yeah? So when I Googled last week, we played Buena Vista in Tenerife endless amount of times, yeah? Yeah, because we play it like 5 times a week when we're there.
Yeah.
So you know it intimately. So I Googled 6 hole at Buena Vista and I get some picture. Do you remember that picture that I showed you last week? And you went, hang on a minute. You went, that's not Buena Vista.
I would say, it just didn't look like the correct hole.
So that was it. We put it on the Facebook page. There. You said that's not it. And you may or may not be right because it's difficult to tell, yeah?
It is. It is off Google, yeah.
So what I thought was...
So we're calling it a draw?
Well, I think we're just going to have to go back to the drawing board. So, there is Buena Vista Golf. Because Google Earth is amazing, right? Because you can actually see Buena Vista Golf Course on there. So, we need to double check on Google Earth whether that hole is actually there.
Okay. I'm not going to do that right now because
no,
that might take a minute or two.
No, I know you're not. But that's what the golf course looks like, isn't it?
Yeah.
So before we do this guess a golf hole in one again, we're going to get it right. Because you are incredible at getting, you are incredible knowledge.
I'm pretty good.
So I don't think it's you. I think it's me because I'm not picking the...
So we're calling it a draw at the moment then? We're back
so
to
that is Buena Vista on my laptop.
Yeah,
there.
that's a lovely par 3 hole, yeah.
So which hole's that?
No, that's actually that's a par 4 hole. That's the 14th, 15th, something like that.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Great golf hole.
So, next time we're going to get it right.
Perfect.
Okay, because I think between us, somehow we're getting it.
That's how you say it.
Don't you
I'm doing all right, aren't I?
You're nearly the same guy as what you were last night, chasing the dog.
She thinks I've only got one of these aces in.
Okay, so listeners and watchers out there, can you please add all these aces up? Because he always thinks that he's got more than I think he's got. I think you've only got about 4, so you can have 2 Rockies. Yeah. And you can have 2 things with jam in it.
Cool. Yeah.
And that's it, right? Good. That's all you have in.
Mark me golf balls up.
But
thank you, Joe.
We'll give you a free hat if you can guess exactly, if you can add it all up. And anyway, so next week we're going to be looking at reading the green, I think, next week.
We are. Yeah. We've got some great little hints and tips on green reading for those people who don't know how to do it very well. Just things that I've picked up over the years of playing golf and coaching it. So I'm not going to get into too much depth about the modern way of reading greens, but I will talk to you, dare we say, the average golfer's way of reading the greens that should really help. So no, that'd be good. I'll enjoy that. And I'm just thinking, maybe by next time you might have played in that competition. You might have played, or you might not, depending on whether we do these. Depending on when we do it. Cool. Watch this space. That's exciting, isn't it? So we're wishing you all the best for your golfing week ahead. Enjoy yourselves. Always look on the bright side of life. And we'll see you on the next show. You take care. Take care. Bye. Bye. Bye.